Welcome back everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the example how a regular expression is converted into a finite automata. Now coming to this example here, let us take a regular expression like 0 plus 1 whole star into 0 plus 1 1 into 0 plus 1 whole star. So this expression is representing the set that is which is having either 0 0 or 1 1 as its substring, where it can have either 0 or 1 in the beginning or in 0 and 1 at the end. So now for this regular expression, we are supposed to construct the finite automata. Now as we have discussed the methodology of constructing the finite automata from a given regular expression, let us take an initial state and a final state where we'll be having the regular expression moving from, that is having a transition from initial state to the final state. So first let us construct the finite automata for the given expression like taking an initial state, and on the transition to the final state we will be moving upon the given regular expression. Now whenever you are discussing about the regular expressions, we have to keep in mind the operations that are having on the regular expressions like union, concatenation and closure. So what you have to do is we have to break down these operations into individual symbols so that the regular expression will be converted into a finite automata. Now if we observe this regular expression here, first we are having the concatenations. So let us break the concatenations by adding two states, say q1 and q2, as q0 is the initial state, and from q0 to q1 we'll be moving on the first term, that is 0 plus 1 whole star, and from q1 to q2 we'll be moving on to 0 plus 1 1, and from q2 to qf, that is the final state, we'll be moving to 0 plus 1 whole star. Now at this stage we can observe that we have break the concatenations that we have used or that we have seen in the previous step. So three different terms we are having, that is three different expressions: 0 plus 1 whole star, 0 plus 1 1 and 0 plus 1 whole star. Now in the next level we can identify. So here you are having a closure, here you are having a union and concatenation, and here we are having a closure. Now in step 3, let us break the closure operation, that means removing the closure operations. Say again we are introducing two more new states, say q3 and q4, as q0, from q0 we will be moving on epsilon into q, that is q3, and on q3 we'll be moving to 0 plus 1, and from q3 to q1 again we are moving on to q1. So where if you see, this is what the regular expression or the finite regular expression. From this regular expression we can obtain the finite automata for closure operation, as we have discussed in the previous lecture, that is the method which is describing this process. Now on q1 we will be moving on to q4, that is 0 plus 1 1, where because again you are having a closure operation at the end, that is from q4 we will be moving on to q2 on epsilon, and on q2 again we will be arriving at 0 plus 1, and finally we will be moving to the final state qf on epsilon here. Now here if we see, we have break down the closure operations, that is there is no closure operation involving in the regular expression. Now in the next step we will try to break this union operation is left over here in all the three expressions if you see, and there is a concatenation also. Now let us try to remove this union and concatenation operation. So introducing two new states, like first q0, there is no change, and q0 on epsilon will be moving to q3, and here also there is no change, where on q3 the 0 plus 1 will be now written as 0 comma 1. So 0 plus 1 indicates either 0 or 1, so that is 0 or 1. Again from now q3 on epsilon will be moving to q1, where now you have to break this union, that is 0 plus 1 1. So this indicates that from q1 to q4 either we can move on the path 0 0 or we can move on the path 1 1, where the 0 0 and 1 1 is nothing but 0 and 0, that is two concatenated zeros, and here 1 and 1, that is two ones are going to be concatenated here. So now at this stage, let us introduce, as we said here, two new states Q7 and Q8. Like Q1 on 0, it moves to the state Q7, and from Q7 on 0, it moves to the state Q4, where this is the concatenation 0 0. So 0 0. Now either 0 0 or 1 1. So from Q1 we'll move to the state Q8 on the input symbol 1, and from Q8 we'll move to Q4 on the input symbol 1. So this is nothing but concatenation union of 0 0 plus 1 1, that is concatenation of 0 0, concatenation of 1 1, where both of them are combined with a union operation. And then next on Q4 we have to remove this epsilon h, and on Q4 we'll be moving to this Q2, and again in Q2 we remove this 0 plus 1 like 0 comma 1, and on again on epsilon we'll be moving to the final state. Now if you see in this regular expression at this stage, it doesn't contain any of the operations like union, closure and concatenation here. So now our duty is, this is what epsilon NFA. Now we have to convert this epsilon NFA into NFA by removing all the epsilon moves here. So now removing the epsilon moves here, so the resultant NFA will be like Q naught on 0, that is we have removed this, so we can eliminate these epsilons that we are having here. So we know how to eliminate the epsilon moves, as we already discussed in our previous lectures. So these three states will be merged together, and finally we'll arrive at a single initial state, and the same process is carried over at the final state. So now what happens here? So this becomes like Q naught on 0 comma 1, it resides in the same state, and Q naught on 0, it moves to Q7, and again from 0 it moves to QF, and Q naught on 1 it moves to Q8, and Q8 on 1 it moves to QF. Now let us have a look about the transition table here. So Q naught on 0, if you see, it is residing in the same state Q naught, and it is also moving to Q7. So that gives Q naught Q7, and Q7 on 0, it is moving to QF. Now Q naught on 1, again it is Q naught and Q8, where Q7 on 1 there is no transition, and Q8 on 0 there is no transition, where Q8 on 1 is moving to QF, and QF on 0, either 0 or 1, it remains in the same state, where this is what we have arrived at regular expression to NFA, but we should not stop at NFA, we have to convert it into DFA. So in order to convert this one into DFA, what you can do is we can make use of subset construction method by making this Q naught Q7 and Q naught Q8 as single states. So that we will see here. So finally we will be arriving at the DFA like Q naught on 0, we are having Q naught Q7 and Q naught. So Q naught Q7 combined into a single state, where Q naught Q7 on 0, it moves to Q naught Q7 and QF, where this is the new state again we have obtained here. This is what the new state we have obtained here. So Q naught Q7 QF, and similarly Q naught Q7 on 1, Q naught Q7 on 1, it is moving to the state Q naught Q8, okay, and Q naught Q8 on 0, it is nothing but moving to Q naught Q7, and on 1 it is moving again to Q naught Q7 QF. Now Q naught Q7 QF is a new state we have obtained here. Q naught Q7 QF on 0 it is moving on 0, and on 1 it is moving to 1 itself, where Q naught Q8 QF and Q naught Q7 QF, where these are the two states which are having same transitions in their input rows what we are having. So if we are arriving in this situation, what you can do is you can reduce the DFA furthermore to one state, because these are two repeated transitions. So now what you can do is we can eliminate this state such that this is the eliminated state Q0, Q8, Qf, and this is what our final DFA for the given regular expression. Thank you.